Hi, kids. I'm out sick today. Here are some notes on blood types and multiple alleles. And so you have your own copy in Google Classroom. Please first watch this Amoeba Sisters video. It's pretty short. And then you're going to answer these 5 questions in your notebook. Next, if you click on this picture, it'll take you to a website. Whoops, sorry. It'll take you to a website, and then you can answer these 3 questions. Okay, so you're going to learn about the blood types. We have 4 different blood types. We can be type A, type B, type AB, and O. And so the idea that this is kind of going against what Mendel taught us. It was either one or the other, but in real life, and like I told you in class, human genetics is way more complicated than, being a tall plant or a short plant. And so we can have multiple alleles. You still just inherit two, one from your mom and one from your dad, but there's more than just 2 variations. So you can have the A blood type or the B blood type or AB or O. And another thing that goes against what Mendel taught us is that you can actually have um, 2 alleles, both type A and B, actually are co-dominant. They're equally dominant. So if you inherit both alleles, you can actually produce both type of antigens on the outside of your blood cells. You can also produce none of these antigens on the outside of your blood cells, and that's type O. And I'm type O blood, and so I don't have type A or type B antigens on the outside surface of my red blood cells. And what's interesting is most of the world is type O. And so even though it's a recessive trait, it is the most common worldwide. And so just because a trait is dominant does not necessarily make it most common. So I would like you to fill out this chart. Okay, so you can be homozygous dominant for type A blood, and you have to write the I. The I stands for immunoglobulin. And so you can have this immunoglobulin type A, and so you would do that superscript, or you can be heterozygous and you can have one IA and one little I, and the little I represents type O blood. So you can see down here, type O blood is little I, and I'm going to help you out here. It is recessive. Oops. Okay. You also see that type AB blood is co-dominant, meaning that both alleles will be expressed fully. And this again goes against kind of what we learned with Mendel's genetics. But, of course, he had a good start for us. It's not that he's wrong. His genetics are right for more simplistic types of inheritance. But anyways, if you need more help there, you can click on this and this will help you. You can also use your textbook. Okay. And then I wanted to quickly go over a Punnett square question. Also, at any time, if you need to pause this video and rewind and rewatch, I know I'm talking a little fast right now, please do so. Okay. Moving on, here's an example. So it would probably be a word problem. And so here's an example. A woman is heterozygous for type B blood. So we're going to stop there. If she's hetero, she has one allele each. Okay, so her genotype is IB little I. Okay. The man, he has type AB blood. So he's going to have the co-dominant alleles. So he's going to be IA, IB. Okay, so step one is always writing that parental genotype. And you might want to take a minute right now and draw that Punnett square in. Okay, so it's just like the ones we saw before. Okay, so you're going to draw a Punnett square. You're going to put, in order for me to type, I actually had to make the grid a little bit different. But you can make your normal Punnett square. You're going to put one parent's alleles on the top. Okay, so I have mom's alleles on the top, I, B, little I. I'm going to put dad's off to the side here. Okay, so he's IA, IB. And then you're going to fill in the box just like you normally would. Okay, so these alleles go down. Okay, and this allele is going to go across. So that first box, I'm actually just going to copy and paste here, is going to be IA. Oops, maybe I'm going to copy and paste. There we go. And the next one is going to be IB. So there's a chance they can have a child who is IAIB. Please take a few seconds, fill out the rest of the box, and you can pause the video if you want to give yourself a chance to finish up your Punnett square. And then you're going to figure out the phenotypic percentages, okay? And I don't want to ruin it for you, but you're going to look at each offspring option, okay, and determine what are the chances out of 4, okay? And then you can figure out the percent from there, okay? So the answers are actually on the next slide, okay? And so you can see that, oh, I kind of made this a little small. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger for us. Okay. I have that same IAIB on this box. You should have gotten IA little I. The next box, IBIB, and then the last box, IB little I. So as you can see, there's a 25% chance right here, this box, whoops, that they can have a child with type A blood. And that's answering my question going back here. What's the chance of having a child with type A blood? Okay. And then you can kind of figure out the rest. There's no way they could have a child with type O blood. Okay. And if they did, that means something suspicious happened. Exactly. So let's make that a little bigger. You're going to work on 6 practice problems. Okay, and so it's the same deal as before. And if you need to kind of go back step by step and watch the video and see like how to work out the problem. Okay, the big idea here is that you know these words like homozygous means 2 of the same allele, hetero means 1 of each. Okay, know that type O blood is recessive and that AB is codominant, and you would show and express both alleles. Okay, so you're going to work these out in your notebook. I also have binder paper at the front of the classroom if you need it. You're going to then take a picture of your Punnett squares, so all 6 of these, as well as your video questions for the Amoeba Sisters that you did earlier, and the answers here to these blood type questions. Okay, so please get all that done in class today. This is independent classwork. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.